Hello, Tigers, and welcome back to the Washita News Show. I'm Emily Claire Swallow.
And I'm Blaine Jeter. Hope everyone's having a great week and getting some good rest after the excitement of last week.
That's right, Blaine. Last week was full of activities, so it's nice to get some rest this week. Students have been quiet around campus, but still taking time to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather.
And with students spending their time outside this week, we need to take a look to see this beautiful weather or stick around through the weekend. Weather reporter Emmy Thompson has the forecast for us. Let's take a look. Emmy?
Hello, Tigers. I hope you're enjoying the wonderful fall weather and chill breeze we have been having. Today, we have a high of 82 degrees and a low of 65 degrees. We are also looking at a rainy day with thunderstorms in the afternoon, so make sure to grab those umbrellas as you head to class tomorrow. There will be a high of 74 with a low of 63. There will also be showers and heavy thunderstorms in the area. Moving into the weekend, Friday and Saturday will be sunnier with some clouds, which will make perfect weather as students travel home for Thanksgiving. Friday, there will be a high of 78 degrees and a low of 49 degrees. And Saturday, there will be a high of 69 degrees and a low of 46 degrees. On Sunday, the storms will briefly return with rain and thunderstorms both in the morning and in the afternoon. There will be a high of 66 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. While the storms will pass, the clouds will remain into the beginning of next week. As always, predictions are provided by AccuWeather. I'm Emmy Thompson, back to the desk.
Thank you, Emmy. It's good to see that this beautiful weather will be here to send all of us into Thanksgiving break. Speaking of Thanksgiving, Washita students, faculty, staff, and even members of the Arkadelphia community gathered together Tuesday for Thanksgiving lunch in the Commons. Lunch started at 11 and offered a great time of fellowship and all of the favorite Thanksgiving foods. This event not only allows the campus to share a special meal together as a family, but it also provides a delicious tradition Thanksgiving meal for our students who can't go home to be with their families on this special holiday.
Also on Tuesday, freshman students got the opportunity to gather together as class at the EU Banks Lake for a freshman bonfire. This insight included fun activities, snacks, and a good time with peers as the freshman class looked to close their first semester of college together. The EU Banks hosted the class at their lake and generously provided for them to have a special night together.
Another special way students have gathered together was during Guard the Tiger festivities that happened every night last week. These events are put on by each class's Student Senate representatives, and each night was designed to offer a great night of fellowship with others in your grade. Reporter Ryan Ingram has a closer look at all that Guard the Tiger events entailed. Let's take a look.
Students gather right here at the Tiger statue, keeping watch night after night. With the Reddies from Henderson State just across the street, the Battle of the Ravine isn't just on the field. Washita students from each class gather together every night leading up to the big game to guard the Tiger. Guard the Tiger is one of the longest-lasting traditions on Washita's campus. The concept is simple. During the week of the Battle of the Ravine, students of each class spend a night guarding the Tiger statue from any potential Henderson Reddies who might try to pull a prank and harm our precious Tiger. But this night is about more than just rivalry. It's about Washita coming together as a community to spend time together, playing games, dancing to music, enjoying delicious snacks, and simply having a memorable time. Each class had a different theme centered around the activities they engaged in each night. Seniors kicked off Tuesday night with the final jam, where they enjoyed live music, dancing, s'mores, and more. The juniors enjoyed a late-night movie and snacks as they camped out on air mattresses on Wednesday night. The sophomores had a karaoke night on Thursday. And students kicked off Friday with Rally on the Ravine, where social clubs served everything from hot cocoa to s'mores to chili. And the freshmen round off the week with their Western-themed Boot Scootin' Bedtime Bash, featuring a snack and soda bar, a silent disco, cornhole, and more. What started as a rivalry now stands as a symbol of community and fellowship. Guarding the Tiger isn't just about protecting a statue. It's about remembering our history and rivalry with Henderson and creating moments that bring students together.
It really just sparks our school spirit, especially like in this season of the semester when everyone's kind of getting tired, this is a great time for us to get out of the dorm and come together and guard the Tiger and come talk to new people and try some really good food.
So much of it, especially on Friday night, right before the freshman guard the Tiger night, it amps up the energy around it, and having a big community-centered campus, I think just nights like these are really what makes Washita, Washita.
With this year's Guard the Tiger finally coming to a close, students walk away with another shared memory, full of tradition, bringing the campus together and getting us hyped for the rival game on Saturday. From the Washita News Show, I'm Ryan Ingram.
Thank you, Ryan. It's great to see how our Student Senate members worked hard to put on wonderful events for every class. Our members of Student Senate do a great job of helping their peers and representing Washita well. Another way Student Senate serves other students is through Traffic Court. Traffic Court happens every other week, and it is an opportunity for students to get their parking tickets, discuss if they feel like it's unfair. This week, Traffic Court was held in the Habitant Board room yesterday at 12 p.m.
And while many students are recovering from parking tickets, the majority of campus is still recovering after the big Battle of the Ravine game on Saturday. Students and fans from both Henderson and Washita filled up Cliff Harris Stadium for the big rivalry matchup. Reporter Lucy Barrera was at the game to experience it all. Let's see what she has to say. Lucy?
Good evening, Tigers. I'm Lucy Barrera, and I'm here at the most famous and long-awaited game of the season. It's Battle of the Ravine, Washita versus Henderson, and it's a rivalry and a game unlike any other. It isn't just a game, it's a tradition that goes back over a century, right here in Arkadelphia. This weekend, the Battle of the Ravine brought the Arkadelphia community together, even though college game day didn't come to town. After the Henderson team made the short walk across the highway, the game was intense, and at one point the teams were neck and neck. The energy was high, and students and alumni packed the stadium, cheering on their teams from both sides of the game. And while Washita didn't win this year, the Tigers worked hard and gave students plenty to be proud of.
I thought the energy was really good. We showed up and showed out, even though game day wasn't here. But better score next year.
Obviously disappointing result, but I really thought the boys tried super hard today, and we'll get them next year.
The Battle of the Ravine is one of the most long-standing traditions in Arkadelphia, and it continues to bring people together every single year. I'm Lucy Barrera, back to the desk.
Thank you, Lucy. It is sad to see the way that things ended for the Tigers, but we are so proud of the remarkable season that they had. At the end of the football season, that means the end of the semester is near in the future. As this semester is beginning to wrap up, students are already looking into the beginning of next semester. On Monday, Rush Roundup was held at 7 p.m. in the Walker Conference Center. This event allowed women interested in rushing to learn everything that they needed to know about the rush process. They got to learn about the clubs and all of the details that come along with Rush Week in January.
And speaking of social clubs, the women of Chi Mu had their Chicken Express percentage night Tuesday. This night was through the generosity of Chicken Express and allowed the club to fundraise for big events coming up.
And while our social clubs have been busy, we know that our student athletes have been hard at work this week as well. Sports reporter Ryan Ingram has an update for us on how our Tigers have been doing. Let's check in. Ryan?
Thank you, Emily Claire. To start off our Roar rundown, even with the win of the 98th Battle of the Ravine going to the Reddies, ending their season, Washita freshman punter Nick Parker was named the GAC Player of the Week for the last week of the 2025 season. Congratulations to him. Moving on to women's volleyball, the Tigers still remain undefeated, securing a win against the Reddies and grabbing the title of the GAC Championship for the regular season. This has been the 6th season that the Tigers have won this championship. They will be facing off against Southern Arkansas University on Thursday at 3 p.m. Now, on to basketball. Both the women and men's team had their first games on Tuesday. The women's basketball team faced off against Northeastern State, while the men's team faced off against Dallas Christian. Moving on to men and women's swimming and diving. Both teams competed at the Miami State Invitational on Wednesday. Moving on to women's soccer, the Tigers faced a devastating defeat to Harding in the GAC Championship on Sunday, ending their 2025 season. The match ended 1-0 in the Bison's favor. Moving on to wrestling, the Tigers were defeated 45-5, losing 9 out of the 10 matches on Sunday. Even with the loss, BK Ciego was the sole Tiger to emerge in a victory in his match, winning 11-0. The Tigers faced off this Wednesday against Carl Albert State. I'm Ryan Ingram, and this has been your Roar Rundown.
Thank you, Ryan. We are so proud of the way our student athletes excel.
That's right, Blaine. I know our student athletes are excited for a break full of good food and quality time with family around the Thanksgiving holiday. And that leads us to our question of the week. We asked you all, what are you most looking forward to during Thanksgiving break? Here are some of your responses.
Emma Miller says eating good food and sleeping.
Connor Menard says stuffing and Thanksgiving food.
Brooke Hanna says downtime with family.
Maya Sharp says rest.
What are you most excited for Thanksgiving?
Personally, I'm most excited to spend some quality time with my family and just have a nice Thanksgiving break.
I cannot disagree with that. I'm excited to see my family and sleep a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that's all we have for you today. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Ouachita News Show and answer each question of the week. You might just see your response pop up on the show.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ouachita News Show, so you never miss out on the latest and greatest Ouachita news. See you next time.